What do you do when you already make the country's highest sold SUV but still have very ambitious sales targets? Simple. You take the existing Mahindra Bolero, shrink it up a little bit so it fits under 4 meters, reduce the engine displacement by 1000 cc, pass on the excise duty benefits to the customer, make it cheaper by 1 lakh rupees than the existing Bolero, keep the brute mental maniac force that this is, and continue to have the most pathetic interiors that there ever are in an SUV. Everything in the Bolero Power Plus requires immense effort, just like all the Boleros ever made. A simple case in point is closing the door. Not shut. Not shut. Now shut. You get in, and what you have is a feeling of mounting a war horse. Of course, there are refreshed interiors, but guess what? They still suck and really bad. What were the designers even thinking? If they were thinking, the odometer, the speedometer, is completely blocked because of the height of the steering wheel. The steering wheel is so high. This cabin is not ergonomic. The plastics are brown and forcefully yuppie, but it's just not working. I'm really happy that you put in a KENWOOD aftermarket, like this device over here that basically has Bluetooth and now recognizes my iPhones and iPods. But, one big area where full marks to Mahindra engineers is the NVH levels, which is basically noise and vibrations that you feel in the vehicle. There's a slight drum hum over here, but manageable. All of that has been nullified by the air conditioning, which basically sounds like a tsunami is about to come. Of course, they have to make a super potent AC for a super potent SUV like this because there are no rear AC vents, and God forbid if you're sitting in the 3rd row, then you're basically roast turkey. The suspension on the Bolero Power Plus is soft, but you feel each and every bump. It still kind of soaks up most of it. The biggest improvement of the Bolero Power Plus, the suppleness of the steering. It is surprisingly maneuverable. Still a pain in the ass to drive in cities. The goods, and the Bolero Power Plus packs in quite a few of them. The 1.5 litre 3-cylinder engine packs in solid amount of grunt, solid amount of power. It's a very torque-friendly motor. Conjures up about 70 brake horsepower. It is the same motor from the TUV 300, even though the TUV now also gets an MHawk 100 engine, but this is an MHawk 70. Braking is spongy. I would have loved a lot more bite considering how big this is, and it feels like a task to bring this to a halt on a highway when you're at high speeds. It cruises beautifully between 80 to 100 kilometers per hour, but the sooner you get over the inferior quality of the interiors, the better for you. And frankly, Mahindra probably knows that the customers going for the Bolero aren't really the ones who are in the market for a TUV or an XUV even. Still, it would have been nice to have good quality interiors. When self-driving cars and artificial intelligence is changing the very landscape of automotive technology, the Mahindra Bolero Power Plus is a big, huge middle finger to all those science fiction fans. It is something like a Nokia 3310 in a world of iPhones and Google Pixels. It is something that will work 10 years from now, maybe even 20, which is why it is so precious, and it is a definite hand-me-down.